Awareness begins in us as a raw, formless core, fluid, alive, and without boundaries. This core is the center of our being, the silent and shapeless essence we are born with. But as we grow, layers begin to accumulate around this core, layers of pain, fear, roles, beliefs, and defenses. Just like the earth develops crust on top of its molten heart, our minds build structures around awareness, solid, rigid, and deeply convincing. The mind works like a prism. The single light of awareness enters it, and suddenly it becomes 1,000 colors. Beautiful, fascinating, but ultimately distractions from the one edgeless light at the source. Awareness is not linear. Its geometry is circular, spherical. Everything moves through the pattern. Center gives, expansion gives, return. Comma. You can see it everywhere. While blossoming in its orbit around the sun, human experience mirrors this movement. We leave our center. We enter multiplicity, and eventually we find our way home. And here, doubt becomes central, because the layers built by experience are mistaken by the mind as truth. Doubt softens them. Doubt cracks the shell. Doubt melts the hardness, so the light can reach the core again. When we doubt our rigid beliefs, our identities, our roles, our certainties, the layers begin to open, and awareness becomes visible again. The closer we come to the center, the more forms dissolve. At depth, everything becomes fluid, like the molten core of the earth, neither solid nor liquid, but pure presence. This is the human journey. Formless core gives. Layers of mind gives. Multiplicity gives. Doubt gives. Cracking the shell gives. Returning to the core. And ultimately, our whole life is this: to begin as a formless center, grow within layers of form, blossom through multiplicity, and then return by seeing through the mechanism of the mind to that formless, boundless origin. And this return is what creates balance. Because the movement of going and returning is like leaving your home and then coming back again. When this happens, the cycle becomes complete. A complete cycle is a circle, and a circle is what creates balance. In physics, if there is a force moving outward and an equal force returning inward, the sum becomes zero. Zero is balance. Awareness works in the same way. The outward force takes us into the mind, into experience and multiplicity. The inward force brings us back to center. If someone stays only in the mind, they fall out of balance. If someone escapes into a monastery and stays only in awareness, they also fall out of balance. Real balance comes from understanding both movements, from receiving them, and standing in the space between, not only in the mind, not only in awareness, but in the living balance between the two. This is the geometry of awareness. This is the circle. This is the return.